Fresh off a historic tour of California, NXT is back at Full Sail University as we continue forward with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And standing by with all the latest updates on the tournament is our broadcast colleague, Charlie Caruso.
Hello everyone, I am Charlie Caruso here at the esteemed WWE Performance Center with all of the latest news and updates from the second annual Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And tonight on NXT, we take a look at all 4 of the second round matches, including exclusive footage from NXT's hugely successful tour of California, which wrapped up just a few days ago. Speaking of which, we're kicking off the action with Australian sensations TM61 as they prepare for battle against the team of Austin Aries and NXT's newest superstar, Roderick Strong. It was just 2 weeks ago that Strong shocked the NXT universe by joining forces with the self-proclaimed greatest man that ever lived. And this past Friday, the pressure was on for the new tandem in their pursuit of the Dusty Cup. My colleagues Tom Phillips and Corey Graves were on hand in sunny and beautiful San Jose, California for the first of the second round matchups as Aries and Strong took on Shane Thorne and Nick Miller, TM61.
The following contest is a second round match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong!
Well, what an environment here in San Jose, California, as Roderick Strong makes his way here into this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic match.
Like the looks of this. The greatest man that ever lived is not dressed to compete right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and we've seen on social media over the last few days a matchup that occurred during this tour here in California between Shinsuke Nakamura and Austin Aries. You saw that kick, right?
I saw it. I wasn't even in the ring, and I felt it.
There are some questions regarding Austin Aries' status heading into this match, but at least Roderick Strong looks like he's ready to go.
Roderick Strong's always ready to go.
First round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, TM61 defeated the team of Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. It's Shane Thorne, the man in the orange trunks, who took to social media to say, quote, well, it looks like it's going to be the old boys against the next generation of tag team wrestling. It will be an honor. Shane Thorne with some big words for Aries and Strong.
All right, hold on a second. I see and I sense the disappointment in all of you because you notice that I am not dressed to compete here this evening. As some of you probably know, I suffered a freak injury a couple nights ago. I got a broken eye hole.
Ooh.
Now, as much as I want to compete here tonight, I've lobbied, I've begged, I've pleaded, but the NXT officials know Austin Aries is too valuable of a commodity to risk any permanent damage. So therefore, TM61, let me put a little proposal out here for you. First of all, you know, we know, the whole universe knows we're a better tag team than you, and we wouldn't beat you here tonight. So why don't you do the smart thing and forfeit this match? Let Roderick and myself move on in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and you can save yourself the embarrassment of Roderick Strong beating both of you chumps right here tonight.
Aries gave him a pretty good out there, Tom.
You can't touch me. You can't touch me. So aren't you walking out of here and save yourself a beating by the Messiah, the Backbreaker?
Here comes our general manager, Mr. William Regal.
Now, Austin, I can confirm, because I've just spoken to our medical staff, you cannot compete tonight. But they did tell me you would be able to compete next week. Now, Dusty Rhodes was legendary for his competitive spirit, and this tournament is named after the great Dusty Rhodes. So, I've had an idea. TM61, I'd like to put it to you, gentlemen. The one of you should face Roderick Strong in a singles match, and the winner of that match's team will go towards the semi-finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Is that okay with you? Please find out exactly which competitor will compete, and then ring the bell.
Piece of cake, baby.
Aries says it's going to be a piece of cake, so it looks like it's going to be Shane Thorne to represent TM61 against Roderick Strong.
I don't know if it's going to be a piece of cake, but you have to look back at the past. Roderick Strong has been an incredibly successful singles competitor. TM61, not as much known for their singles records as their tag team work.
This is definitely a first for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, second year of the tournament. And I have to agree with Mr. Regal, this is definitely in the spirit of Dusty Rhodes. So Strong early on here in this match against Shane Thorne. We know Shane Thorne, when in tag team action, he can fly all over the ring. Incredibly talented, incredible athlete as you're seeing right now. But Strong, you mentioned it, has the veteran background. Now off the ropes. Whoop. Oh, and Thorne takes down Roderick Strong. We mentioned TM61 knocking off Sabatelli and Moss. Team Aries knocking off the massive tag team of Otis Dozovich and Tucker Knight in first round action.
Let's just talk about how shocking it was to see the arrival of Roderick Strong in NXT. Austin Aries was the only one that knew he was coming in.
Oh, standing moonsault. Here's the cover on Strong to advance and a kick out.
Take another look at this. Incredible agility by Thorne. Standing moonsault.
But not enough to put away Roderick Strong. Oh, and advance in this tournament. Singles match here per the order of Mr. William Regal and Austin Aries. Oh, providing a distraction for Strong to take advantage.
Oh no, what's Roderick Strong got in mind here? Oh! Spine first. Shane Thorne torn in half across the top turnbuckle.
Shane Thorne in trouble against Roderick Strong. The hottest brand in sports entertainment.
We are going to the next level.
Welcome to NXT.
NXT Live is heading to the land down under. Be a part of the worldwide phenomenon. Witness the action as the next generation of superstars leaves you breathless.
Long live the King of Strong Style,
The Empress of Tomorrow.
Samoa Joe.
The hottest brand in sports and entertainment, NXT Live, is coming to New Zealand this December. Tickets available at Ticketek.
This is a first for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Instead of a tag team match, we are instead taking in a singles match here due to the injury to Austin Aries. Roderick Strong and Shane Thorne of TM61 going at it.
Yeah, the implications are still the same. The winner moves on to the semifinals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Oh! The winning team, that is. So we could see TM61 to advance to either face the team of Kota Ibushi and former Cruiserweight Champion TJ Perkins or SAnitY. Hold on a sec. Oh, there's a drop kick by Thorne. What elevation.
That was unbelievable elevation. Let's take another look at that. Check out first the chop. Sounds like a gunshot. And bang! Athleticism second to none from Shane Thorne.
Both men after the count of 10 to get back up to a vertical base. And Graves, to the point we were just making a moment ago, the injury to Austin Aries. If Roderick Strong wins this match for his team, Aries will have to compete somewhere down the line.
It's okay. Aries would love to compete. The doctors wouldn't allow him.
With one eye?
Oh. He's the greatest man that ever lived, Tom.
Now Shane Thorne unloading some uppercuts. Oh, into the corner. Strong and Aries came in very confident into this matchup here in San Jose, California. Wow! Right to the small of the back. Here's the cover from Strong. To advance. No, so close. Remember earlier on in the match, Graves, when Roderick Strong, very inventive, sent Shane Thorne spine first into the top turnbuckle.
You heard Aries refer to Roddy as the messiah of the backbreaker. Tom, how many flavors of Jelly Belly jelly beans do they make?
I have no idea.
However many there are, it's half as many as the number of backbreakers that Roderick Strong knows.
Going up to the top rope now, Shane Thorne in trouble as Nick Miller, his teammate, looks on.
I bet you Thorne's thinking, maybe we should have forfeited when Aries gave us the option.
Shane Thorne trying to battle out. Now Roderick Strong in the predicament.
Strong trying to recover. Get back to the top rope.
Oh, double stop.
Brutal double stomp right through the heart of Roderick Strong.
Cover, hook to both legs here, and Shane Thorne cannot close out Strong. And Nick Miller trying to cheer on Shane, his longtime buddy from down under.
Up.
Oh, right to the midsection. Oh, there's the knee right on the jaw. Shane got rocked. Oh! Roderick Strong showing off some power to advance to the semifinals, and Shane Thorne popped out at 2.5.
After that knee, Shane Thorne's face may look similar to Austin Aries.
The left side of his face, not the right side. The left side looks like something out of the Goonies.
Let's not argue semantics, Phillips. I'm talking about Roderick Strong busting up somebody's face.
Back elbow there by Swann and chopped down by Shane. Now Shane Thorne, dropping Roderick Strong. Here's the cover, hook to the inside leg, and Roderick Strong stays alive.
Massive Falcon Arrow from Shane Thorne, but not quite enough to put away Roderick Strong. This might be,
sit out powerbomb by Shane Thorne. Cover here, and Austin Aries distracting the official.
Tag team work at its finest, even when Aries isn't in the match.
The match should be over. TM61 should be advancing if it weren't for Aries. Strong might make it right here. The cover on Shane Thorne, and Shane is still alive. Here comes Aries again on the apron.
All right.
Oh, hold on a second, cover by Shane Thorne, and he got him! absolutely livid.
Aries is irate with good reason, but you can't be mad at this result. Shane Thorne withstood the assault of Roderick Strong, and just like most Australians do, stole the victory.
Come on. Shane Thorne put up a fantastic fight here against Roderick Strong, and Strong was all over Shane for most of this matchup, but give credit to Thorne. Very gutsy effort here in San Jose.
Absolutely right. Guts, will, determination, and incredible athletic ability on full display from one half of TM61. I gotta say, I'm curious to see how they do the next round.
Some disappointment on the face of Roderick Strong, who came into this tournament, longtime buddy of Austin Aries. And they come up empty, but now it's TM61 moving on to the semifinals. Nick Miller and Shane Thorne looking good.
Charlie Caruso back with you as we take a look at the updated Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic brackets. TM61 manages to move on to the semifinals after coming out on top in San Jose. And coming up next on NXT, we'll head back to Full Sail Arena for the rematch everybody has been waiting for. The NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival, take on DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in second round action. Don't go anywhere, NXT will be right back.
You're listening to Come Back for More, one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Toronto. It's from the band Turnstile off their EP, Move Through Me, available now on iTunes and Spotify.
And just 2 weeks from Saturday at NXT TakeOver Toronto, it's the rematch the entire NXT universe is buzzing about as Shinsuke Nakamura defends his NXT championship against Samoa Joe. And next week, right here on NXT, both Nakamura and Joe will be face-to-face to sign the contract for their highly anticipated battle in the Great White North.
The following contest is a quarterfinals match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, scheduled for one fall.
Gargano and Ciampa here in the quarterfinals. This one, I believe, is personal.
I'm actually looking forward to this one myself, so you'll shut up.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY!
DIY, do-it-yourself, that's the mentality of Gargano and Ciampa. They defeated the team of Jim King and Ho-Oh Woon to advance into the quarterfinals, but more importantly, this, a rematch of sorts from Brooklyn against the Revival.
And once again, the Revival are going to shut everybody up. I know everybody's favorite hashtag DIY with your cute t-shirts and your silly catchphrase. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about being top guys.
I know for a fact, talking to Tommaso and Johnny earlier on tonight, they have really big aspirations if they can win this matchup here tonight.
They better think about changing careers after tonight.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, The Revival!
Phillips, what's going on?
All right, hey everybody, hey, if you can just show a little common courtesy and give me just a minute of your time, this won't take long. There's something serious, something important that I obviously need to address here. I just got off the phone with one of WWE's world-class doctors, and they tell me that I've suffered a severe knee injury. A possible career-threatening knee injury. Apparently, I've strained my ACL, sprained my MCL, tore my labrum, I even broke my meniscus in half. And the doctor said, Scott, if this were, if you were just a normal jamoke off the street, it would cripple you. A normal jamoke, kinda like you two, huh? But he told me, since you're 100% grade A Southern beef, Jack, why don't you just stay home, rest, take a couple of ibuprofen, and you'll be fine. And I said, Doc, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Me and Dash, we're gonna muster up the guts, the fortitude, the gusto. We're gonna come out here, we're gonna push through the pain. We're gonna put on a performance of a lifetime, beat DIY, go to the finals, and become the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners. He said, Dawson, please, I'm begging you, don't do it. You'll shred your knee to pieces. You'll break it in half. Your career will be over. So at the advice of my doctor, Dash and myself, the MVPs of NXT, the Mercedes of the tag team division, the absolute best tag team on this planet, unfortunately, are gonna have to pull out of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I know, I don't want to, I know.
Well, don't stand there with your boo-boo faces on and act like you're let down or you're upset by this information. You know for a fact this is a free pass. This is a golden ticket to the next round. But more importantly than that, we are saving you two the embarrassment of once again losing to, tapping out to the Revival like you did in Brooklyn. So you're welcome. You're welcome. This is a gift, signed, sealed, and delivered from yours truly, the NXT Tag Team Champions forever and always, the Revival. So now that that's said, there's only one thing left to do. Clink me. Be careful. Top guys, out.
I, for one, am heartbroken that the Revival can't compete, but even in such a terrible situation, they're still charitable champions. That's why they're top guys, Tom, not just in sports entertainment, at life.
What is true is that the Revival have forfeited. Gargano and Ciampa move on to the next round.
Cedric, you recently made your debut here in NXT. How has your experience been so far?
You know, honestly, it's been a learning experience. And Andrade Cien Almas taught me a very valuable life lesson. That in this industry, you can't just be happy to be here. You need a sense of viciousness, a mean streak. And I want to personally thank him for that. In the ring, anytime, any place.
Send a huge thank you to Parkway Drive for their song Devil's Calling off their deluxe edition album Ire. Devil's Calling is one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Toronto, and it's available now on iTunes and Spotify.
And tonight, NXT is presented by KFC's Chicken Little. It's an unexpectedly big taste. It's finger little good.
I don't think you can do that, right? Not a thing. No,
DIY, we just saw what the Revival did. What are your reactions?
Dasha, you know what emoji best describes our level of surprise? On three. 1, 2, 3. Because we're not surprised. Nothing surprises us anymore when it comes to Revival. If anything, it's only reminded us what our immediate goal is here.
And when we came here, our goal was to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and that's exactly what we are going to do. And then, Revival, DIY is going to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. Top guys out.
I'm really not sure what to make of the Revival's bizarre forfeiture in the Dusty Classic, as Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder really seem to take pleasure in denying Gargano and Ciampa their right at redemption against the NXT Tag Team Champions. But regardless, the Dusty Classic rolls on and DIY officially advanced to the semifinals. And they're going to take on the winner of our next match between the Authors of Pain and No Way Jose and Rich Swann. The charisma of No Way Jose and Rich Swann has been so much fun to watch as they progress through this tournament. But their opponents this past Friday in San Jose were no laughing matter, and fun would be the last thing on the mind of Paul Ellering's duo of monsters, Akam and Razor. So let's head back to San Jose State University, where No Way Jose and Rich Swann battled the undefeated Authors of Pain.
The following contest is a second round match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament scheduled for one fall.
Come on, Graves, San Jose is about to get groovy.
You somehow sound less cool than Saxton when you get excited about Rich Swann.
Don't go there. I don't know if California can handle all of Rich Swann.
I think that's a valid point.
Been one of the most entertaining teams to see here in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Here comes the Fiesta. Sander in this California tour, Rich Swann and No Way Jose have been lighting up the California coast. They've been partying in San Francisco, Los Angeles. They've been having a great time.
Yeah, you said it right. From what you can understand, I've actually seen it, Phillips. I've seen it in person. It is a sight to behold to watch an entire room full of people lose their minds when these two get doing what they're doing.
I'm watching it right now.
I'm talking about outside of this in social situations, Tom.
Party just came to a crashing halt.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Paul Ellering, at a combined weight of 615 pounds, Akam, Razor, the Authors of Pain!
Yeah, the party just came to a screeching halt, and I have a feeling, a very strong feeling, a premonition, if you will, Tom, that No Way Jose and Rich Swann's run in the Dusty Tag Team Classic is about to come to the same end.
With Paul Ellering at the helm, the man with the master plan for Akam there on your right, Razor on the left. These two monsters undefeated in tag team action on NXT. In the first round of this tournament, they knocked off the Bollywood Boys.
I don't see anybody beating these guys ever.
They will retire undefeated?
Sure.
Hard to disagree with. Paul Ellering, anything is possible, the WWE Hall of Famer. So here we go. This is Akam to start things off against No Way Jose in second round action, and Akam, already out of the gates.
Bull rushing Jose to the corner.
Uh-oh, caught up. No Way Jose weighs about 250 pounds. Whoa. He's getting tossed around there for a moment by Akam. And now, whoa, Akam through the ropes.
No time to dance, Jose. Oh!
Hold on a second. Akam missed wildly there. Now, No Way Jose went for the cover. Kick out at 1. Wolfe. And just to back up the big man into his own corner. And No Way Jose makes the tag to Rich Swann, one of the stars of Monday Night Raw's Cruiserweight division. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes Akam.
You need teamwork, but Akam is right back up.
Can't say we've ever seen the Authors of Pain tossed around like this.
It's early, Phillips. Don't worry.
Now Razor into the match, and the speed of Rich Swann and No Way Jose clearly showing an effect here early on in this match.
But you've got a genius on the outside of the ring in Paul Ellering who can adapt and change the game plan as the match goes on. I have never seen anybody shrug off that wicked right hand of Rich Swann like Razor just did.
Rich Swann's given up about 150 pounds here to Razor, and there's a boot to the midsection. Give credit to Rich Swann bringing the fight to the big man. Oh, and caught in a bear hug. Hold on a second, look for the sunset flip, and I don't know if Rich Swann is going to outpower Razor from that position. Oh, boy.
Oh, that was dumb.
Oh, Swann with a drop kick. Swann looks pretty stunned himself, and there goes Razor through the ropes.
But still on his feet.
Rich Swann going outside the ring. Oh, and uh-oh.
Oh, no. No way, Jose!
Oh! The NXT Universe here in San Jose, California on their feet for this match. Rich Swann and No Way Jose have frustrated the Authors of Pain.
Got to be impressed with the tag team work of Swann and Jose to this point, but what's happening outside right now is the story, Tom. Paul Ellering is giving his monsters orders, and you can guarantee they're going to put him into play.
Jose and Rich knocking off Tony Nese and Drew Gulak in round 1 action. Trying to take out the Authors of Pain. This is where things get dangerous. Oh, and Razor on the run. And just like that, the Authors of Pain snuff out any offense from Rich Swann. And Paul Ellering giving orders. Oh, directing traffic.
Oh, my goodness.
Sternum first into the top turnbuckle. Look at that smile on Paul Ellering's face.
Why wouldn't you be smiling if you were Paul Ellering? When you've got these two guys doing your bidding, Razor and Akam just destroying anything in their path, Paul Ellering has every reason to smile.
Razor just stalking Rich Swann. They take a look at the field, the rest of this tournament. SAnitY, TM61, the Revival, so many talented teams, but many picked the Authors of Pain coming into this tournament to win the whole thing. Wait a minute, what is Ellering doing? Ellering going to the bottom rope to get a hold of Rich Swann.
Not only is he a genius.
Cover here by Razor on Rich Swann, and Swann managed to kick out.
Not only is Paul Ellering a genius, he's his own team's insurance policy.
We have never seen Paul Ellering do that ever since he's been associated with the Authors of Pain.
Paul Ellering does whatever he wants, Tom. Look at his backbreaker.
Razor is staring down No Way Jose, inflicting more punishment to his tag team partner, Rich Swann.
No Way Jose desperate on the side of the ring to make the tag to Swann.
Oh! That one's stunning Razor for a moment, but here comes Akam. That's the dangerous part about the Authors of Pain. Equally interchangeable power and destruction between the two. Oh! Oh, and right on the ear of Akam.
Yeah, but it still didn't break the grip of Akam. Oh! That one did.
On Akam, missed with the elbow. Here comes Jose. No way, Jose winds up, and that one connects, sending Razor out of the ring. Oh, and Rich Swann. Meanwhile, back in the ring, the two legal men, Akam and No Way Jose.
The power of Jose.
Oh! No Way Jose with a TKO. This to advance. Akam kicked out.
Would have been a legitimate bracket buster there, Phillips. No way,
yeah.
Jose almost scored the upset of the century.
If you took chalk, that would have broken up your whole bracket. Oh, wait a minute. Face first into the steel stairs went Swann.
Well, Jose needs to not be concerned with his partner.
Now Jose backing up Akam. Oh, there's a tag by Razor. I don't know if No Way Jose saw the tag.
He's about to see this coming. Bang!
The last chapter wipes out No Way Jose, and the Authors of Pain are going to the semifinals.
Here are your winners, the Authors of Pain!
I said it the first time we found out that they were in this tournament. Nobody is stopping the Authors of Pain. Paul Ellering will lead his monsters to another historic victory.
And Paul Ellering giving a little bit of help to the Authors of Pain during this match, but Akam and Razor take care of business, taking out No Way Jose and Swann.
The Authors of Pain are absolute forces of nature, bulldozing their way through No Way Jose and Rich Swann to advance. Akam and Razor will now face off with DIY in semifinal action. We will see that match plus the other semifinal contests in the Dusty Classic next week right here on NXT. But the question is, who will join the Authors of Pain, DIY, and TM61 in the Final Four? That question will be answered when Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins join forces to take on the unpredictable team of Alexander Wolfe and Sawyer Fulton. But as we've seen since their debut, where Wolfe and Fulton go, the rest of SAnitY are sure to follow. We'll have the conclusion of the second round of the Dusty Classic next on NXT.
The hottest brand in sports entertainment.
We are going to the next level.
Welcome to NXT.
For the first time ever, it's NXT Live. Be a part of the worldwide phenomenon. Feel the heart-pounding excitement with your favorite NXT superstars.
Long live the King of Strong Style.
The Empress of Tomorrow,
Samoa Joe.
The hottest brand in sports entertainment, NXT Live, is coming to Japan on the following date. Talent subject to change.
Mickie James.
Athletic, beautiful, and if sexy's the goal, Mickey's the hat trick.
Being real is what a true champion is about. I am me, and I am proud of it.
Mickie James show wonderful passion and spirit whether Mickie wins or loses.
You know, it's been a long time since I stepped foot in a WWE ring, and now I'm back.
Mickie James is the new WWE Women's Champion.
I have faced and defeated some of the greatest women's champions of all time.
For the 5th time, ladies and gentlemen, Mickie James is a women's champion.
But you know what I've never been called? The NXT Women's Champion. And at TakeOver, I'm coming to take that NXT Women's Championship.
Mickie James says she's coming to Toronto to take the NXT Women's Championship, but in order to do so, she'll have to go through the most dominant champion we've ever seen here at NXT. Asuka is undefeated after over a year of competition, and at NXT TakeOver, the Empress of Tomorrow will face off against one of the most decorated female superstars in WWE history.
And as if that wasn't big enough, the NXT Universe in Toronto will have the opportunity to revel in the gloriousness of their Canadian hero, Bobby Roode, when he takes on fellow countryman Tye Dillinger. In the most important match of his career, Dillinger looks to take out the glorious one and prove to the world that he truly is a perfect 10.
And finally, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic rolls on as DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa go up against their most intimidating challenge to date in the Authors of Pain. Paul Ellering has stated that he will do anything to make sure Akam and Razor take home the Dusty Cup. But we've learned to expect the unexpected with the underdog DIY. And next week, they look to shock the world yet again in semi-final action.
The following contest is a quarterfinals match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 167 pounds, TJ Perkins!
TJ Perkins set here for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. An important night here for TJ Perkins, looking to rebound after this past Sunday night at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, losing the WWE Cruiserweight Championship to Brian Kendrick. Can he get back on the right track by teaming with Kota Ibushi tonight?
And we had our questions as to how well they would mesh, how they would gel in a brand new tag team, and they did very well in round one. But can they stand the test that they're about to face?
And his tag team partner from Kagoshima Prefecture, Japan, weighing in at 189 pounds, Kota Ibushi!
Personally, I love any time Kota Ibushi gets an opportunity to kick somebody in the face, so this should be great.
Not often that I agree with you, Tom, but there we got one. Ibushi's kicks are brutal. His hands are lightning fast. Everything he does hurts, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
This is a team that many are talking about now, potential favorites to win the whole thing. The first round of this tournament, we saw the debut of SAnitY. This quartet ran through the team, quote-unquote, of Tye Dillinger and Bobby Roode in quick fashion. Now here in the quarterfinals, face TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi.
Everything about this team is just confusing, mystifying, scary. These guys are just like nothing we've seen before here in NXT.
Don't forget what Nikki Cross did 2 weeks ago. That was nasty.
Forget, I'm still having nightmares, Phillips. It's like some sort of team dreamed up by the new founding fathers of America. It's Purge night here in Full Sail.
stick a team like this into the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, there's no telling what kind of havoc they can wreak. It's terrifying. So representing SAnitY, it'll be the massive Sawyer Fulton, along with Alexander Wolfe and Kota Ibushi, the first man to step into the ring for his team. Alexander Wolfe will begin things here for SAnitY.
But they're swinging fists like a hardcore show. There's not even anybody around them.
I'd call it shadow boxing, but I think he might think there are people there.
I'll tell you what, you get the opportunity to speak to Alexander Wolfe, you take it and let me know how it goes.
Alexander Wolfe bringing Kota Ibushi down to the mat. We talk about the second annual Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Many superstars are in this to pay homage to the late, great WWE Hall of Famer, Dusty Rhodes. Know that for a fact with TJ and Kota, but a team like SAnitY, what is the driving purpose in this kind of tournament?
I have no earthly idea. Maybe just hurt people. Maybe they just enjoy beating people up.
We do know from the matchup 2 weeks ago, which Nikki Cross won, and then had the win taken away from her for being too excessive on her opponent. Eric Young, at least on the outside, is thinking about the big picture. Meanwhile, Kota Ibushi doing damage here on Alexander Wolfe. The drop kick. Ibushi sending Wolfe into the ropes here, and Wolfe holds himself up for just a moment there, creates a little bit of opportunity, and a tag made by TJ. And Perkins right into the arms of Wolfe.
Alexander Wolfe just too powerful.
But TJ might be too quick. And into the running cross body, now into a cover, sitting down on the chest, and right into a knee bar.
TJ's got the knee bar locked in. Wolfe is in the center of the ring. Just too strong.
Tag made very quickly. Smart competing there, and now Sawyer Fulton is into the match.
Perkins got it.
Fulton got taken down. Now Fulton makes a quick tag, and all these superstars trying to avoid the knee bar. Now tag made Kota Ibushi back into the match. Great teamwork by these two. And a drop kick. Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins appear to have SAnitY reeling. This matchup continues here on NXT. The hottest brand in sports entertainment.
If you're not excited right now, you better check your pulse.
NXT Live is heading to the land down under. Be a part of the worldwide phenomenon. Witness the action as the next generation of superstars leaves you breathless. The hottest brand in sports entertainment, NXT Live, is coming to Australia this December. Tickets available. Talent subject to change.
Back here on NXT quarterfinals action in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins facing off against SAnitY.
I've got to say, I'm impressed. I'm even a little bit surprised at how Kota and TJ have taken the fight to SAnitY. They don't seem to be intimidated.
Tag made TJ Perkins back into the match. And a big couple of weeks for TJ Perkins, and an opportunity here in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Add another accolade to his resume. I'm a little surprised at Fulton. This is a big man, and TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi are bringing it to him right now.
I just said that about 2.5 minutes ago, not even.
A Wolfe on
Glad you see it my way.
Wolfe on the opposite side of the ring. Fulton and Wolfe in this match here for SAnitY. Still trying to get a fix on what these four are about. And Wolfe just ran right through that. Caught with a drop kick, and Wolfe sent outside the ring.
That's Fulton, but he's outside the ring regardless. Here comes Wolfe.
Now Wolfe gets caught up here by TJ Perkins.
Kota looking for the triangle moonsault, and he got all of it.
Meanwhile, TJ Perkins still inside the ring, calling for the NXT Universe. Oh, now right into the arms of Fulton. Oh! Right into the apron, hardest part of the ring, and again to the spine of TJP. Oh! 300 plus pounds right to the back. Now Fulton thinking about a cover to advance here in this tournament and a kick out. Already here tonight on NXT, we've seen TM61 advance, the Authors of Pain advance, DIY, Gargano and Ciampa due to a forfeit from the Revival advance.
Unique tag team offense covered by Wolfe.
Remember, the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic will take place at NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 weeks from Saturday, live here on the WWE Network. Can you imagine a team like SAnitY going up against those teams we just mentioned?
You have to imagine it, Tom. It's a very real possibility. It's not going to be DIY.
Look at Eric Young and Nikki Cross outside the ring. Trying to offer some guidance, I guess. The NXT Universe trying to help TJ Perkins rally, trying to help him get back up to his feet. Wolfe has the clamps on him right now.
Sawyer Fulton sitting at ringside looking like the Predator as Alexander Wolfe picks apart.
Look at the look on.
Now he's chewing on the rope, Phillips. I was referencing more the dreadlocks. You can't help but think of the Predator, a man that size and that dangerous.
Now Wolfe trying to corral TJ Perkins. Perkins trying to out-muscle the 245-pounder. Oh, right to the knee. Now a cover, Wolfe for SAnitY to advance, no. Tag made, back in comes Fulton.
Knee strike, gut wrench combination.
Fulton to put this one away to take out TJ Perkins, and TJ not going away. For as chaotic and strange as SAnitY are, they've had a very focused attack here in this match on the back of TJ Perkins.
I couldn't agree with you more. They work incredibly well in tandem, tag team offense. And now, nothing pretty about 300 pounds just standing on your lower back.
Is Alexander Wolfe chewing on the tag rope?
Who knows, Phillips? These guys, that's all we saw Nikki Cross doing it, chewing on the ropes. I don't know what's going on. I'm not wasting any more energy trying to figure it out. In time, hopefully, if they want us to know, we'll know what SAnity's about. Otherwise, let's just watch them beat people up.
Fulton all over TJ Perkins.
The most horrifying thing about Sawyer Fulton is that blank stare. He always has. Just like he's staring off into nothing, he'll stare a hole right through you.
Elbows there by TJ Perkins, trying to create a little bit of opportunity, but again, Wolfe back into this match. TJ, sending Fulton into the knees of Wolfe.
Great counter by Perkins, but TJ's a long way away from Kota Ibushi.
Dives and makes the tag. Here comes the Golden Star with a kick. And Kota Ibushi takes down Wolfe. Standing moonsault cover here on Wolfe and broken up by Fulton. Oh, look at Perkins from the sky, and out goes Fulton. Now Kota Ibushi thinking about the Golden Star powerbomb. Wolfe could be in trouble. Hold on, look at Young. Young and Cross distracting the referee here. The Golden Star powerbomb connects. And Fulton with a clubbing blow.
This match should have been over. Kota Ibushi has put away many an opponent with that very powerbomb, but Eric Young and Nikki Cross on the outside. The numbers game, whatever SAnity's plan is, just came into effect.
Basically 4-on-2 at times, and Now Sawyer Fulton.
The raw power of Fulton.
Oh, and teamwork here by Fulton and Wolfe. SAnitY, the cover, and SAnitY moving on. SAnitY advances to the semifinals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
I shudder to think what these maniacs have in mind for the trophy if they were to win this.
Let's take a look back here at this matchup. Kota Ibushi and TJ Perkins against SAnitY, and this was perfect symmetry. This was Fulton and Wolfe working together very, very well as a team. And SAnitY continue in this tournament. They are moving on to face TM61.
I don't know if SAnitY are meant to be understood. I don't know if they want to be understood, but I think everyone in NXT has a very good reason to fear them.